Perfect. Now let's create a slab. So let's switch back to our ground floor. We need to create our ground floor slab first. So to create a slab, let's go to architecture and we have the flow option here. So under flow, we have multiple options. You can select flow architectural, flow structural. In this case, it would be a structural slab. So let's select floor structural. And you can notice we have different types here. So we have the generic 12 inches, which is about 300 mm or 1 foot. And then we have concrete 4 inches. Let's go with the generic 12 inch for now. And then to create the slab, there are different options. On the top right, you can notice we have here the line tool, the rectangle tool. So let's activate the line tool. It is already activated. And to create a slab, you can simply click on any line here to start drawing your lines. So when you want to create a slab, you'll need to create an enclosed region. So if I click on the green finish edit mode now, we get an error. So line must be in closed loops. So let's create closed loops. And the best way to create lines would not be manually with the line tool, rather with the pick lines option. We're going to be using pick lines quite a lot in Revit. So get in the habit of using pick lines and simply select the exterior core layer of your wall and not the finish face exterior. We need to select the exterior core layers. In case you're not able to select the core exterior line, what you can do is you can tap the tab key. We use the tab key quite a lot. So you need to tap the tab key about 2 times or 3 times till you get this line and then simply click on that line. So we picked this line. Similarly, I'm going to go through the entire project and go through the entire building and select the core exterior line, not the plaster finish line, the core exterior line. That's very important. I'll show you later how you can add a finish to your slab as well. Generally, that's how we do it in the construction site, where we create the slab and then we add plaster on top of the slab. So we're going to mimic real world conditions and learn to model the perfect way. Perfect. I've created the boundary lines. Now I can click on finish edit mode, but I still get an error. And that is because these lines are not touching each other. So we need to trim these lines. So this would be another very useful tool that we would use a lot, and that is the trim tool. So we have trim extend to corner, similar to fillet in AutoCAD. So select trim extend to corner, select the first line and then the second line to trim this line. So I'm going to go through the entire building and trim all these lines. Now, most students make the mistake of selecting the shorter line first and then the longer line. So you would trim it the wrong way. So make sure you trim it always by selecting the longer side of the line, which is this line here, and the longer side of this line, which is this side here, so that the shorter side gets deleted or trimmed. Perfect. So I've trimmed all my lines. And also, before I click on finish edit mode, it's a good idea to go through these settings here. So the level where I'm creating this slab is ground floor slab top, which is right. Height offset from this level should be 0. We do not need an offset. And it is a room bounding slab. We'll talk about room bounding option later when we create our rooms in Revit. Perfect. So now I can click on finish edit mode and I've created my first slab. So let's switch to 3D here. You can click on the 3D icon or click on the tab here. And when you scroll in, you can notice that we've created our slab. Perfect.